Are you looking for the best rain jackets? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best jackets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. RAB Kinetic Alpine 2.0 Jacket. RAB has been producing high-quality outdoor gear out of Britain for decades now, and the Kinetic Alpine 2.0 jacket, $310, is no exception. With an unrivaled stretch and impressive breathability numbers, this shell feels more like a soft shell than a rain jacket. Designed for use in the alpine while mountaineering or rock climbing, the Kinetic Alpine 2.0 is one of the comfiest rain jackets we've ever had the pleasure of wearing. With the feel of a soft shell, RAB's proprietary ProFlex fabric manages to be both breathable and durable. A two-way YKK AquaGuard front zip provides easy access to your harness and equipment, adjustable Velcro cuffs accommodate gloves of all sizes, and the hood is helmet compatible without feeling too bulky. The Kinetic Alpine 2.0 shines in environments where you'd want your waterproof layer to double as a wind jacket, and where durability would be key. During a stormy ridge scramble in Arizona, our tester managed to stick himself with 2 jumping Cholla cactus pods, and was surprised at the end of the day to not be able to find where the needles penetrated the fabric. On the flip side, the 10,000 mm hygrostatic waterproof rating is one of the lowest in our rain jacket buyer's guide, so we wouldn't recommend this jacket for multi-day downpours or heavy snow like we would with the Arc'teryx Beta or the Outdoor Research 4A2. We were also disappointed that there are no pit zips, so mechanical ventilation is limited to the front 2-way zipper. Overall, the RAB Kinetic Alpine 2.0 makes a great addition to the closet for the desert hiker, mountaineer, or climber looking for a 2-in-1 waterproof layer that feels and acts like a soft shell. At number 2. Mountain Hardwear Trailverse Goretex Jacket. You're looking at the crest of a new wave here, making use of the new Goretex EPE membrane. The Mountain Hardwear Trailverse Goretex Jacket, $420, is one of the first through-and-through rain jackets to adopt the entirely PFC-free membrane, and as such is the culmination of almost a decade of advances toward a more sustainable rain jacket future. We anticipate that by next year, many Goretex rain jackets will be some blend of EPE, and as such, we wanted to get to know the new recipe better. Rest assured, those 10 years of development weren't for nothing. Whereas traditional Goretex is an expanded PTFE material, the F stands for fluoro. Gore's new membrane instead pivots its expansion technology to polyethylene, and in doing so strips out the PFCs from within the membrane. So, the verdict? If you hadn't told us it was a new blend, we wouldn't have been much the wiser. The classic 28,000 mm waterproofing is still as stout as always, and while the breathability is a bit on the lower end, at a RT of less than 13, it feels similar to the classic 3L Gore in practice. Hiking uphill, you'll still want to leverage mechanical ventilation to keep moisture moving, but in fit, form, and function, it's nice to see EPE living up to the name. The jacket itself is well deserving of the membrane as well, with a more full-featured design that includes a dual-direction front zipper, side torso ventilation vents, and waterproof chest pockets. A tall collar also helps to bolster the weatherproofing and allows us to tuck away in windy conditions without needing to pull up the full hood. If you're looking to get into the new Goretex at a lower price point, Mountain Hardwear also rolled out the Land Sky Jacket, $250, a shell with a slightly lesser feature set in thinner 50D material. We find the less lifestyle cut of the Mountain Hardwear Trailverse to be more amenable to backpacking, and we're excited to continue testing to see the long-term performance of this new waterproof breathable technology. If initial impressions hold, EPE looks like a winner. At number 3. RAB Downpour Plus 2.0 Jacket. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too, but the RAB Downpour Plus 2.0 Jacket, $180, sure does get close. Combining an admirable balance of waterproofness/breathability, features, and price, this RAB rain jacket strikes a near-perfect balance across the spectrum and is easily among the best in our testing. The Protect Shield 2.5-layer waterproof membrane sports what we believe is just about the perfect balance of waterproofing to breathability, 20,000 mm to 20,000 G/M superscript 2, and generous pit zips help to avoid perspiration when the difficulty really ramps up. There are certainly other rain jackets that fill special niches better than the Downpour, but few tick more boxes across the range. In our own testing, we were consistently impressed by the well-thought-out features that round out this shell. During a trail ride on Washington State's Galbraith Mountain, we battled on again, off again showers with the downpour, and were keen on the rollaway hood, which easily tucked away for the rip down, as well as the drawstring hem which kept mud from going where the sun don't shine. There are a few stumbles, such as the sometimes difficult to manage left-hand zipper, and the need to mechanically vent to avoid interior slickness typical of 2.5-layer waterproof membranes, but we're willing to look past these minor flaws for the sheer utility the downpour provides. The RAB Downpour Plus 2.0 is one of the most well-rounded rain jackets we've tested, and at the price, less than $200, it's an easy go-to for anyone looking for a shell to do almost everything. At number 4. Outdoor Research 4A2 Goretex Jacket. Made to do almost all of it and do it well, the Outdoor Research 4A2 Goretex Jacket, $225, continues to impress us, and lands itself atop the list with a tried-and-true Goretex membrane, a full-featured design, and the most novel mechanical ventilation solution we've ever seen. Newly updated this spring, the 4A and its female cut, the Aspire, both shed the yoke of forever chemicals entirely, and lose no performance for it. The use of Goretex's uber-packable Paclite 2L membrane tells you a good bit about what the 4A2 should be used for: hiking, backpacking, and anything where compact waterproofing is at a premium. And while this textile does trade protection for breathability, the 4A has a trick up its sleeve for that, adding TorsoFlow zips that run a full 2 feet from the elbow to the hem, meaning that venting the zips feels like throwing open all the windows in the house. That poncho-like ability adds a new dimension to rainwear, and while it's unlikely to be the most stylish cut on the AM train, the 4A is perfectly happy between mediums, city to summit. And now, as the most eco-friendly apparel piece in OR's lineup, it's a forward-thinking shell as well. We tested the waterproofing of the new PFC-free DWR, and while it'll need to be refreshed more frequently, it performs just as well. While zips down is our preferred mode of transport, some conditions do require closing the storm shutters, and when working hard in the 4A like this, the Paclite membrane does tend to wilt after some hard work and condensation starts to build on the interior of the jacket. For the money, we're one to make do, but if you jump up to a higher price tag 3-layer jacket, like the Arc'teryx Beta or Mountain Hardwear Trailverse, you can stave it off for even longer. Rounding out the Outdoor Research 4A2 is a 3-way adjustable hood with buried cord locks, YKK AquaGuard zippers, further guarded by storm flaps, and 2 torso pockets that are large enough to stuff the jacket into for storage. There is also a left-hand pocket on the chest, and an elastic drawcord hem. For most folks, this is the rain jacket to snag.